Hey everyone, thank you for joining the FITT challenge today. My name is Bailey Muller and I will be leading out in the advanced workout. We're going to be together for about 25 minutes. We'll do a short warm up and cool down, and in the middle, sandwiched between there, is going to be an intense HIIT workout. So stick with me and let's get started. Started with our warm-up. We're going to be starting with a boxer shuffle just to get our body moving. So in 3, 2, 1, go. We're doing each one for 30 seconds. You're just making sure that your ankles are being able to move. You can move your shoulders. We're just getting our body going, getting moving. Some of us have been sitting for a while. Maybe you're doing this for the first time in the morning. Hopefully that's the best time to work out, but whatever the case, we just need to get ourselves all limbered up. So move as much as you'd like. Good, and we're moving into a torso twist. So you're gonna go down one side, rock across and up, face the opposite wall, down, around, and up. We're just making sure that we're getting our back and core limber. Good, only 10 more seconds. Make sure you're feeling that stretch in every way you rotate. And leg swings. We're gonna do 15 seconds on each side, so swing forward. Try to keep your knees straight when you are doing this exercise. Try not to bend into it, but keep your back straight as well, and just bring your foot up as high, even if it's just down here. If this is the best you can do, that's fine. And switch. Good. And we're moving into a deep squat. This is going to mimic what we're going to be doing later. So we're squatting down and up. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Down, up. You can get down as low as you need to, but make sure it's controlled. And if you can only go here for now, that's all you're going to do. We're going to get our quads moving, our glutes engaged. Good, we're going to do side leg swings now. Slow and controlled. Bring your leg right out next to you. Engaging your adductors here. And switch to the opposite leg. If you need some counterbalance, you can use your arms. Good. Your heart rate should be increasing by now. And arm circles. Nice. Try to keep your hands below your shoulders. But get a nice big range of motion. We're going forward first. If you started backward, you'll just switch soon. And reverse direction. When you reverse, I want you to switch your hands so your thumbs are pointed backward. Get a good range of motion there. Warm up that shoulder joint. Now you're going to do push and pull. So you're going to lunge to the side and push, working against yourself, pulling back, and other side, push and pull. You're really going to feel the tension as you work against yourself to make those muscles have to work harder. We're not just passively pushing, but we're engaging all those muscles there. Good. Keep going. We're going to end with some jumping jacks just to get the heart rate going. You don't need to go crazy just yet, but as we go through this 30-second interval, we'll speed up. Good. 14 seconds. Speed it up if you can. Make sure your arms and legs are straight. Core is engaged. And perfect. Let's get ready for our HIIT workout. We're going to have 4 groups. In each group, there's 2 exercises, and we're going to do A, A, B, B. First one, jump squats. So we're coming down and explode, down, explode. You're just keeping this movement. If this is too difficult for you or you feel yourself getting tired, you're just going to go to squats. But I don't want you to stop moving. We only have 20 seconds of hard work, so if you can keep going, good. For more intensity, please keep moving in between the rests. If you need to actually take a break, slow down. Back into our jump squats. Good. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed between your heels and the balls of your foot. Coming down into your squat. Bend at your hips and your knees. Again, if you're getting sore or tired, just go to normal squats. Our next exercise is going to be a plyo push-up. A normal push-up with an added element. You'll have your hands and feet staggered, down, and jump. Almost like you would picture a chameleon or a gecko. And if this is too difficult, I want you to just move your hands. You can stay down here or come up for the rest period, 10 seconds, back into our plyo push-ups. And go. Again, if this is too hard, just do normal push-ups. You notice I'm slowing down. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go to my normal push-ups. Good. All right, we're moving to our next group. Jumping lunges and ice skaters. Into your lunge and jump. Switching back and forth. I'll turn to the side. My torso is evenly distributed between my front and back leg. I don't want to see this. You want to stay upright. Good. We're doing that one more time. Jumping lunges. And down. Weight evenly distributed. If you're getting tired, go into your back lunge. Otherwise, keep going, you can do it. Good. All right, ice skaters. You'll be jumping side to side. Try not to let that back foot touch. Side. Just like you would picture in the Olympics. You can speed it up. If you need it a little easier, just don't step as wide. Just bring your heel to your other foot. Harder would be letting that foot drift behind you without touching the ground. We're doing that one more time. Ice skaters. Good. Good. Remember the regression if you need to get a little easier. Not jumping as far. You can speed it up if you need it harder. On our third group, we're doing a plank. You're going to bring your knee to your elbow. Knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. If you want this easier, you can go from your knees. Knee to elbow. Otherwise, you're staying up on those feet. Back and forth. Keep your core engaged. You're bracing. Pretend someone's going to punch you in the stomach and you're tightening. That's the position you want to have in your plank. Again, knee to elbow. Good. Keep that butt down. Your head neutral. Don't let it fall to the ground. Don't let it come up too high. In line with your spine. You can't make contact with your elbows, don't worry. All right, in our last group, Don't get too excited, we'll be doing this again, but our last group for now, a lateral plank walk. You're in plank, step out, in, actually, there we go, and out, good, side to side. If you can, if you want to, you're holding that plank in your rest period. I'm going to show you from the side. So over, in, out, in. Good. Again, head neutral. This is hard on your wrists. You can go up a little bit more or go onto your elbows if necessary. Our last one is going to be a pike push-up. So you're going down into downward dog, shoulders wide, and pushing down and up. This is going to work your lats. Harder is with those feet closer together. It changes that range of motion. Easier is with your feet further away. All right, taking a break. Last one before we get a short break in between our next set. 3, 2, 1, and down. Again, harder is with your feet closer. You want to keep that head right in between those arms. Don't let it come out here. Butt in the air, legs straight. You're doing great. Keep going. Perfect. So we're going to take a short break here before we jump in to doing that all over again. Welcome back everyone for round 2. We're going through that entire sequence all over again. So let's get started with those jump squats. Down and up, making sure you're bending at your hips and your knees at the same time. Kick your butt back. Good, and if you want to go faster, feel free to do so, as long as you aren't compromising. And if you're getting tired, remember you can go just into those normal squats. If you want to up the intensity, cut those rest breaks out. Keep moving. Jump squats, and go. Good. I'm going to turn to face you. Perfect. Your feet are about hip width apart. Again, if you're getting tired, just go into your squat. There's no shame in that. Perfect. Apply the push-ups. These ones are difficult, so if you need to just go into normal push-ups, please do so. Turn this way. And down. Switch. Good. Keep going like a gecko. And if they're getting hard, just go into those, I cut off early, I'm sorry. But just go into those normal push-ups. It is exhausting, I understand. Back down. And switch. Your hands are staggered, and your feet and hands come up toward each other. With every repetition, I'm going to go into my normal push-ups. Oh, it's getting tired there. All right, jumping lunges for 20 seconds. And go. Remember, your torso evenly distributed between that front and back leg. Make sure your back leg is bending a little bit. If you're getting tired here, you're just going into your backward lunge. In between, if you want to rest, stretch out, and do so, or keep moving. Good. And lunge. Jumping lunges. Remember, with everything You want to keep that core engaged, pretending someone's about to punch you, just bracing. Back up, head straight, perfect. Moving into our next exercise, which is our ice skaters. And side to side, that back leg drifts over. And you can speed it up if you'd like. Woo. Just jumping a little further for an added difficulty. Good. You can shake it out if you need to. Whatever works for you. One more of those ice skaters. And side to side. Again, easier would be a smaller jump and your heels touching. Harder, a further jump, that back leg not hitting the ground. Good. Going into our plank, knee to elbow. I'm going to show you a little harder this time if that was too easy. So what you're doing, you're going to bring your knee to your opposite elbow, tuck in, down, out. Opposite elbow, in, out. You're tucking that pelvis up. They call this the Black Widow. I'm going to show you again, but from a different perspective this time. Otherwise, same knee to same elbow. So, opposite knee to opposite elbow, tuck up, down, and switch. This rotational element really targets those obliques. In other words, that piece of skin that hangs over your pants, this will help target that. Our next is, oh, I missed it last time. We have a bonus, reverse crunches. Coming down and rolling up. You can have your feet extend up above you. You're bringing that butt off the ground. Now, if you're bringing your feet to the ground and you notice your lower back is arching, you're going too far. Your core can't handle it, so you're going to stay up here. Okay, again, reverse crunches. Bringing that butt up into the air in a controlled manner. And just like you control it going up, I don't want you to just drop that butt to the ground at the end. You need to control it. Slowly bring it down. Good. Now, since I missed those last time, we're going to have to end with them again to make up for my mistake. Okay, lateral plank walk, back on the ground, side to side, and back. Keep that head neutral. Don't let it drop to the ground. Don't look at your toes. I know it's tempting to see what they're doing over there. But just side to side, left and right. Good. We're going to do that one more time. For bonus in between, you can hold the plank if you are a glutton for punishment. All right, I'm going to change my angle this time. Side and back. Your head neutral. Core engaged. Again, you're bracing. Side to side. If you're on a slippery surface, this is going to make it even harder. Perfect. All right, we're going into our Pike Push-Ups. Your butt in the air. And shoulders wide, down. Keeping that head right in between those arms as you go down and up, not letting it drift forward. That's going to work a different part of your back. We're focusing specifically on the left. Good. Okay, remember, easier would be your feet further apart from your hands. Harder is those feet closer together. Good. And down and up. Perfect. Slow and controlled will make it harder. It's easy to let that head drift forward when you're tired. So just reposition yourself and keep going. Good. Okay, we have to go back to those reverse crunches since I forgot last time. You can blame me later. Reverse crunches. And go. Butt to the ceiling. Good. Slow and controlled. Bonus is those feet coming to the ground. Only as far as that back will let you. If your lower back is coming up off the ground, you're going too far. Good, okay. One more of those reverse crunches, and then you have made it. 3, 2, 1, up, down. Good. If you want to add a little flair to it, you can twist when you go up in opposite direction. That's going to get those obliques engaged. Perfect. All right, here we go. We're going to cool down after that workout. So I just want you to shake out. You know where you're most sore. You know where you're most tired. You can move your neck. You can move your legs. I just want you to kick it out. Keep moving. I'm going to start my timer so that we can stay balanced here. Keep moving. You can move your head from side to side. A little neck rotation. Sometimes when we do our ab workouts, we try to put a lot of weight into our necks to compensate, and it can get exhausting. So as we strengthen our core, our necks won't need to be used as much. So we're going to now go into a side bend. You're going to go touch your toes. Okay, 3, 2, 1, touch your toes. As far as you can. You're warmed up more now than you were before, so you should be able to get a little further than you could this morning. If you can bring your hands all the way to the ground, that's wonderful. You can bring your elbows to the ground. You should join the circus. I'm kidding. Stretching it out, rocking a little side to side. Good. We're going to go into a side lunge and lean toward that straight leg. You're going to feel it in your adductors here, your inner thigh. And if you want, you can add in an arm stretch here, stretching those triceps, a little bit of that lat there. Just hold it here. If you need to come out of it and go back into it a little further next time, please feel free to do so. We're going to switch, going into that opposite side lunge and bringing that arm across your chest. Let your heart rate come down. Breathe in deeply and out deeply. Let that heart calm down. If you need to come up out of it and go back in, that's fine. I know we did just work that leg, so it may be a little tired. Good. Do some arm circles. And then I want you to clasp your hands behind your back, stretch forward, bend over, and let those arms fall. Good. We're going to stretch those quads. You're going to grab one foot, pull it in behind you, beside you. You're going to have your knees right next to each other and pulling that leg back. Now, if you can pull it and extend it beyond that other knee, that's okay, as long as you're not bending forward. So you want to keep straight in line, and if you can bring that knee back, you're going to stretch that quad a little more, which is exactly what we want. And switch to our other leg. Not leaning forward. If you're having a hard time balancing, you can grab a wall. There's a trick apparently if you touch your nose or put your hand out in front of you, it makes that balancing a little easier. If you can add a little more stretch after holding it for a little while, that's great. Now, if we have rolled forward shoulders, we want to open that chest up. So if you're near a wall, you're going to put your hand on the wall, turn away from the wall, and you should feel that stretch right in here. We want to stretch out those pecs so that it prevents those rounding shoulders. There's more to it than that. We do need to strengthen the back, but we did some push-ups, so we want to make sure that right here is nice and stretched out. And other side. My wall is a little angled, so it's a little more difficult, but most walls aren't like this, so you should be able to do it a lot easier. Again, you're rotating away from that wall, feeling that stretch right here, almost above your armpit. Good, now if you want to get to the ground, you can. I'll show you both. The standing one, you're going to cross over your leg on top of your knee and squat down. Now if you have good balance, this is a good one. If you don't, I'm going to show you the lying down one for my other leg. But you're going to come, and this is going to stretch your glutes, your butt, and even a little bit the back of that hamstring complex. So you're just going to stay here for a little bit, and I'll show you the lying down one next. So I'm going to stretch my other leg now. That other leg is going to come up across my knee. I'm going to grab under the knee, so not to compress it, and pull in. Now this is going to do the same thing. It's just less balance. As you're lying down, you're going to feel it in your glutes, in your hamstrings, and in your legs. You're going to feel it everywhere. You can rock side to side to see where you feel the stretch the most. Good, while we're here, we're going to do butterfly, feet together. You can bring your feet all the way in. You're very flexible, that's good. And then push those knees down to the ground, or use your glutes and your legs to pull those knees down. You can lean into it a little bit. All right, and there is our cool down. Thank you for joining this workout. I had a great time working out with you. Make sure you stay hydrated, drink some water after this. And if you can, have a meal. Working out before a meal is great. You need to fuel your body after you exercise. So getting some carbs into you, some simple complex carbohydrates would be wonderful. Make sure you stay healthy, and I look forward to seeing you again.